What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Cure. And we're returning to Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me 1987. And big thank you to multiple folks who commented last week saying that the next tune, which is The Perfect Girl, is quite short. And so we're going to do a 2-for-1, which is The Perfect Girl plus 1,000 hours. So first things first, The Perfect Girl, it sounds like there might be some irony or sarcasm to this. Now maybe in the mind of the narrator, this girl is in fact perfect, though given the imperfection and frailties of humanity more generally, and any individual human more narrowly, I wouldn't be surprised if this is more subjective perception than objective reality. Nevertheless, I do wonder what else is happening. Is the perfect girl out of reach of the narrator? Are they involved with the narrator? Is it something where the narrator is just observing and describing this perfection in his mind? And then, yeah, 1,000 hours, it's, in the grand scheme of things, I suppose not all that long, but it is certainly, in our day-to-day lives, quite long and characterizes not just a few days, but multiple weeks. So yeah, I do wonder in what context this 1,000 hours is playing out, and whether it's about waiting, whether it's about a limited lifespan or duration of something. So yeah, it's sort of a middle distance of duration, meaning it is not just a quick flash, but it is neither multiple years or a lifetime of something. So I do wonder what will be at play. Let's listen to these tunes. This is The Cure. The first tune is The Perfect Girl, and that'll be followed by 1,000 hours. Before 1,000 hours starts. Okay, so first of all, it's not the most eccentric vocals we've heard from Robert, but certainly there's a playfulness, a sprightly manner to some of his non-verbal, or at least semi-verbal moments here vocally, which is to say he kind of bounces along and then swizzles down low and has some vocalizations that are not part of the actual formal lyrics of the tune, though I think a couple of the vocalizations, they start as words and then he kind of trails or bounces into like melodic vocals. And yeah, it sounds like, number one, he's saying that this girl, like, she might not even be human. It's like she comes from some other world. So I think there is this sense that, she's perfect precisely because she's unlike any other girl, and he sounds like he wants to fall in love with this girl, and he's in the process of doing it. I feel like it is sort of a snapshot in time, and maybe over time, that perceived perfection might turn out to be every bit as human as other people he's met or been involved with. So, yeah, that's, I suppose, more speculative, and it's based on the idea that, sometimes subjective perception is distinct from the more nuanced reality, so it feels like we're kind of in his head for this perfection. But either way, it's very quirky, but it is on the like lighter, poppier end of their sound, I would say. Now, it's not quite as zany as something like Love Cats or The Love Cats, but it feels like it's more in that territory than some of the other tunes, even on this album. So yeah, again, whether it's their quirky stuff, their like catchy and melodic stuff, their slightly morose stuff, their really heavy and dark stuff, their somewhat raw and post-punk new wave sound in the earlier days, like they really have some different lanes. And even as we've gone forward in time, it feels like at any given moment they can just go down one of these several lanes and continue to do so very convincingly. So yeah, as I said, this one I would put on the lighter and slightly zanier side, but still there's some compelling melodic moments, and it is a fun vocal performance from Robert, even if it's a bit light and silly, I would say. So yeah, let's hear now 1,000 Hours. so far as to call this melancholy, but it definitely has a deeply felt feeling that is perhaps conscious of the pain. And in relation to that, what I caught from the lyrics is, and I think he's like framing it like different levels of 1,000 days, but 1,000 hours, but the idea of traveling a great distance and that being maybe arduous or painful, but traveling a great distance just for a moment of feeling, just for a brief flash of heart and emotion. So, yeah, if I'm reading that right, it's 1,000 hours here would be a significant amount of time to traverse, to experience, to struggle with, to get a singular moment of feeling. And in that regard, it sounds like he is very committed to tapping into feeling, to having an emotional experience, and he's willing to put in the work, to go the distance, even if it's just for a glimmer, just for a small taste of the depth of feeling that perhaps humans in general, maybe this one human specifically, is capable of. So that's what I took from it, and I feel like the Sonics conveyed that longing for feeling and the willingness to go through it for a significant period of time just to touch that, just to get to a brief moment of that, even if that's all you get for that long journey. So yeah, I feel like the Sonics conveyed that. So we have those string synths, they are very notable in the tune, and there's also the like guitar or bass, which had, like, let's say a typical Cure sound. They were kind of heavy and they felt a bit weighty and dark. Again, not like in a strong usage of that word, but they had a dark color to them, but mixed with the sonics of those string synths, it was somewhere in between. Again, not like fully melancholy, but like reflective in a wistful sort of way, and again, like taking on the burden to get to that place where there's a flash of warmth, or at least, vulnerability, like tenderness. So yeah, I feel like the Sonics conveyed this like heavier feel to the themes, if I'm hearing it right. And Robert's vocals did the same thing. There's a real like emotional pleading or longing in his delivery here, which is another way he can sing. He can sing kind of zany, he can sing with a sort of sharp or dark intensity, and he can also sing where it feels like it's like incredibly emotional, and here that's sort of manifested specifically in a sense of longing or reaching out. So yeah, I think a very well crafted tune. It feels more like a concept piece rather than a full narrative. So once again, shout out to the folks who've been here for the Cure journey, and I am aware that Disintegration is something that we can very much look forward to. We do still have several tunes, I think. Oh no, I'm wrong. There's 2 tracks left. Shiver and Shake, and then Fight. So again, 18 tracks is a long, regular album, and again, for now, we'll skip over the Rarities disc 2. Though I am looking forward to, we go the long journey through the Cure, and we're obviously talking months, years ahead of now, even though we do these on a weekly basis. They're one of the more regular deep dives. But at some point, circling back and going through some more of the rarities, the demos, maybe some B-sides or non-album tunes that are not like just earlier unpolished versions of tracks that ended up on the album. So yeah, again, that's far down the road, but I look forward to that. Let me know what you think of these 2 tunes, and I will see you next time. Peace.